Today in Whiskerwood, we push forward to 200 days, and through design and calm architecture, we will guide the civilization. We will make choo-choo trains, underground farming, and continue to expand this colony. For these are simple mice, and we do not know if God sits above us in mockery or in admiration, as our purpose, while meaningful to us, is perhaps just a well-lit illusion dressed up as significance. For we are mice, and we build. If you like long-form movies, subscribe to my channel. Let's get to it. Previously, we have built out a mighty mouse colony, gotten some good automation going, but now we need to step it up. You see, we unlocked bronze smelting, so now we can start working towards research tier 2. And with that, that's right, choo-choo trains. Awesome things like fish skewers. And fish skewers, I think, is where it's at. So we'll get into some mushroom farming, get the dining hall. I want to get into this as fast as possible. Also, being able to smelt gold is going to help us with our taxes. I will say we are paying the majority of our taxes with fish, and we're at 490% efficiency. So this is where it's at, honestly. And so we're going to continue to just mass produce. We have an insane amount of storage capacity, and we're going to utilize that to get ahead. So let's speed this up and get back to it. So the main thing we need to do at this point is vastly expand our population, which is going to mean potentially adding more houses. So we need to investigate where we think that is going to make the most sense. I'm thinking back here we'll have a little bit more smelting, and I'm thinking right here would actually make a whole lot of sense for some additional housing. What I would like to do is get a ramp out going like this, get ourselves a heavy stairs. There we go. So now there is a back way into the main area, or if they want to come from this direction, that's fine as well. We do have a bit of stone, so let's get this whole row down here in stone. Boom. Very good. And I think what we're going to do is put houses right here. And we may actually even build out the industry from this point. So if I were a smart person, I would take a plank pathing for the time being, run it under this. I didn't think this part through. That's okay. Okay. What we're going to need to do is send this over. That's not a big deal. We just need to get the ramp out of the way. We're going to shoot it up and over like that. Get a slide, but boom, we're back in business. And then we can pull the area through here. And now we've interconnected this entire area. And now I can build more industry right here and have a lot of good access. So what I think we're going to do instead for this area over here, bring this over and get a staircase like that. Okay, so now we've connected everything over to the main storage, and we can build multiple areas off of this. And we don't have to settle for anything. So what I'm going to do, probably for now, use the plank pathing since it's a little bit cheaper. We're going to come over like this. There we go. And you just kind of create some redundancies. So now we have access to the top shelf of medium warehouses for anything we build off of this if we want to get more fishing, etc. So this is great. And now we can get up the main housing area. So we're going to do row houses, but we need more cut stone. I'm just going to place one for now to get the concept started. We go here. And then we have this patio that we can just steal from up here. We'll get 2 down for now. Plank pathing. That'll look beautiful. Plank pathing here. All right, let's get some decorations. It's nice to have decorations for when they pass. We don't have any water right now, but that's okay. We'll just do pretty flowers. There we go. We'll just add little things like this as we go to make it look a little nicer. But it is good to decorate the areas. It just does add a lot of flair. We're going to decorate all of this later. Right now I'm still building out, so I don't want to have to keep, deleting things all the time. Okay. And I think we're going to put a heating device right here. There we go. And I think we're probably going to want another fire tender. So I'm going to put a fire tender right here on this side. So now we'll have 2 fire tenders, and we don't need anyone in the fire tender right now. Let's continue, if possible, to train out the next generation of awesome craftsmen. So I don't really care what they're doing. I just want anybody and everybody being trained right now. We can always change their professions later. We have 366 approval. I want to pay my taxes in fish, so I'm going to overtime these industries. Also going to overtime the stone cutter, and we need to get, oh wow, I didn't realize I didn't have the stone cutter going at full capacity. We desperately need to get somebody in here who's really good at this stuff, so we need engineers guild. So this is an engineer. Very good. 430% isn't too bad. We're going to leave the one individual to build, but we're just going to focus on all of these awesome things. You can see we have more wood than common sense right now. What dictate we need. We need an enormous amount of workers, though. And what's great is if we continue to just ramp up the production of these buildings, let's get a couple in here, we're going to get so much fish that we can pretty much pay all our taxes. And we have an idle camp. So let's hit Z. It looks like the tax collector's here, so I'm gonna pause. I may not have wanted to ignore him for as long as I did, but it's okay. And you can see here, we have a lot of resources we can mine. I'm really excited. This is probably the best part of the game. So of course I'm gonna continue. Wouldn't just leave you at the 125 days, although I could have. But, well, not really. This game is highly addictive. I would have come back to it. There we go. All right, let's get those guys in there. And we'll do some efficiency here. Well, and let's pay our taxes. Oh shoot, right up here. I think they just patched this in. We got a new patch, and maybe that was there last time and I didn't see it. Now we have control and we have alt for 99. So now paying with fish is easier than ever. We need to make sure we have enough food though. So we have about 50 folk. Coal, we have so much coal that I'm gonna trade that out. We're in pretty good standings, and I'm not really sure how I feel about that. We can trade some gold ore. We can trade this. Let's go for the win. So we get a schematic with this. Let's do it. And get a little bit of happiness going. But we do have quite a bit of approval. And if we come over here, we can kind of see that we have purchased everything so far. I'm just going to attract. Ooh. Double pollution for extra fuel duration. Not bad. Strip mining is not bad. So salvage, tree stump, construction speed doubled. Those are some good ones. Oh, heck yeah, whisker ship. Okay, let's pause. So I like diligent, but I don't like slow. I don't like that at all. Perfectionist, healthy. We're gonna just have to start taking people who are kind of good enough. Thoughtful, because we need people bad. I need to grow about like to 80 pop. I just want to expand. I want to keep expanding. So we'll get out in the charcoal furnace. We'll get these guys going. And then later on, we're just going to go down our industry lines and, you know, go through everything and make sure everything is awesome. I could do the gain. I'm going to keep rolling. Signpost. Okay. All right. That wasn't very smart. Tin ore we need. We want the tin ore. And I'm going to take the iron bars. Now in our smelter over here, we've already switched to producing bronze. And then in our research lab, we need to switch to tier 2. So we need 144 bronze bars, copper bars, and planks. Now we have the copper, but what we don't have is the bronze. So we need to get some tin. And tin can be found pretty much all over the islands here. I know there's some on the secondary island. All right, let's get this going. Beautiful. Yeah, we got a lot of copper. We got some gold on the back parts here. I know we have a ton of tin over here. So it may be that I need to spend some of my hardened boards. But we should use the bridge potentially. We'll see. Yeah, I'm wondering how expensive that's going to be. Let's see. How much is this? Ooh. 6 logs, eh? Okay, so this is stupid expensive. We probably want to go the shortest distance, which would be over here. Oh, this is like kind of funny. It's almost like, yeah, you want to go this way. Thing is, we have to walk all the way over here. So let me try to think. The cheapest path is going to be something like this. And then something like this. It's such a long path, but it's the cheapest way for now. Okay, so we got potash over here for fertilizer. We got coal. And we've got potash. Oh, there's no tin over here. My bad. There's probably... I mean, this is good. I'm going to leave this. Because we need to do that anyway. The tin could potentially be in a lot of places. I think there's actually tin over here as well. Yeah, we got tin ore up here. All around. Let's see. We got coal, copper, and a little bit of tin. Okay. We're going to get a mining camp up over here. A new one. And we're going to get stairs all along this area just to make sure we can get up. We got some tin right over here. We just need to get in and get the tin. Pause. We got the smuggler here. So we're going to trade some boards. We're going to trade some fuel. We're going to trade some clothing. Trade a little bit of rope. Trade all the smoked fish and a little bit more boards. There we go. 4 to 4. Okay. Now the mining tool, we can go around. There's a 10 here. Rock salt. Okay, so there's 10 all throughout this area here. Like a little bit. Okay. So we'll just keep the miner out here for a bit. Let's go say hello to our little friends over here. Oh, whisker ship, sorry. Alright, so like I said, we're taking anyone who's good. Warm core. Monarchist is decent, diligent. Not my pace. Inquisitive, rude. Okay, no. Anyone with just like a positive trait, I'm gonna take. Okay, and the school is still working. We might have to get another school up. Definitely gonna have to get another researcher at some point, but we don't have even enough 10 for everything. Alright, we'll get the miners going. And then over here, what we need to do is look for 10 with our miners. Oh, look at that. There's 10 right here. And there's some gold. We're going to get the gold. I think we're going to start going for the low-hanging fruit, so to speak. Probably start turning the coal into fuel because we're losing money doing that. Okay, coal, stone, copper. We just need to get enough 10 that we can get to the next research. Okay, and let's take a peek at the research. Pause the game real fast. Go to research. Let's see what costs we're going to have. It doesn't tell us. So each tier of this requires more 10. So we have to find insane amounts of 10. Now, iron bars for passenger rail means that we're going to need a blast furnace. We're going to need iron ore. A lot of this is kind of capped, right? And now that we can use Control and Alt to do fish, I think what we need to do is focus on building out just an absurd amount of storage. Now, the main kicker is how do they get all this stuff out, right? That is a problem. So what we need to do here with the logistics is just say empty. I want them the logistics team constantly emptying out these storage sheds. That way my people who are fishing are just fishing. So this is one really good way to do this. And we have our logistics hub over here. So we're going to place, oh, I don't want to do you. We're going to place, ooh, yeah, we're using the wrong people for this. We're going to put farmers in here for now. I just realized for my stone cutter, I have, oh, we need, you have to have apprentice for stone cutter. Okay. Overtime them. Yeah. Okay, overtime fishies, but we can probably pay our taxes purely with fish. So, okay. Let's do this one more time. Pause. Farmer. All right, we'll put these guys in there for now. We have no one to build. That's okay. We'll get more whiskers later. But let's just get as much fish as possible. We're getting an enormous amount of flax. Wood is still coming in pretty darn strong. And our system is working really well. And thankfully, we do still have like enough for 6 whiskers. I just wanted to expand housing into these areas over here to help out. But what we need to do right now is identify a large quantity of, okay, we got iron ore all throughout this bottom island down here. So we're going to need to send, and what's cool is we can just build up little houses really fast, right? We can build up houses really fast and come over here and take this stuff out. We got coal. We might even need to make like a little mining colony just for this down area there to get the technology. But, I mean, this is full of copper and coal. And these areas over here are full of coal and potash, I guess is the right way to say that. I keep calling it potash. I'll probably continue to do so even though I know the correct way. And we got 10 ore over here. Potash. That's potash. Okay. Rock salt. Very cool. But I have a feeling that we got massive tin veins all throughout this area. Let's take the mining tool and start. Oh, it's all unknown. Unknown. Okay, so all ore. So we're looking for 10. So it will tell you visually where it thinks the 10 is. So you see these deposits all throughout here. It's telling us, hey, this is 10. You can see here's the copper, but here's 10. So according to this, we should mine straight down. Oh my God, look how much tin is down there. Okay. We might have what we need here. So yeah, we need to double our population. We need to go to 100 whiskers. And realistically, the two things we need to think about are, can we feed that many people? We can. But Can we pay the taxes, the additional taxes on them? I believe so, but I don't want to catch myself in a bad spot. We're going to need to vastly overhaul the farming. We're going to probably need more logistical hubs, but we can do all of that. We're doing a great job already. Okay, and the research lab is going pretty darn strong. We have 9 bronze bars. We're training people up pretty quick. We're just going to continue to train everybody and anybody. I likely will need to get a second school up. If we want to move fast and we want to expand quickly, we are going to need everybody at the highest tier of performance. All right, look at that, 157, not bad. We can start making trinkets too with our spare. All right, there we go. Now this I will decorate because we're just expanding the one time. There we go. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have 2 schools. I may have to start taking in the undesirable whiskers if I want to expand quickly. All right, so this is set to empty. These are just set to empty. So now you can see they're moving these guys out as fast as possible. The logistics are coming with their carts and they can carry 10 at a time. So this is how you want to think. You want to think, what is my worker doing? Is my worker working 99% of the time? And what can I do to make sure that he doesn't know a moment of rest and that every day of his life is exhausting? And that's how you do it. You just create these really simple logistic chains like that. Empty, empty, empty. Now you could take that. So yesterday I was noticing, like, right, they're hauling everything. So you're gonna have your input material and then your output material box. So I did not do that over here, and I really should. If I want these things to run optimally, that is how you want to think about it. So we are going to do that right now. And so it was kind of good that I left this little area here. So what we're gonna do is create 2 little sheds here. Oopsie daisy. Gotta be careful about the way I place those things, right? Shed here, shed here. These are gonna be outputs. So this is gonna be fish, and this is going to, one of them is gonna be fuel, one of them is gonna be fish, okay? Those are the only things that I'm going to allow in these 2 spots. And so that's the only thing that can be put there, but I'm also gonna have them to be instantly emptied. So we have the fish coming in. Put that up to 30, and you can see that the logistics is hurting. We're hurting on the logistics, so we need to get more. Okay, so the mine over here has exhausted itself, but let us go underneath. Oh, there's so much tin here. Yeah, this whole thing is just tin. There's tin ore there. Yeah, let's just mine out the whole darn thing instead of beating around the bush. Okay, so we can continue to get tin over here. Nice, we got one of the houses up. We got 2 people working there. We're working from here. We got our fires up. This is beautiful. The tax man is here. We're gonna pay him in gold. I'm gonna actually potentially... Oof. So you can see I paid all, not only did I pay my taxes with fish, look at that. I was able to pay everything. Let's send a large shipment. And let's overtime all of these. Now we need to get more fishing. So I have 57. If I want to go to 100, I'm going to need... I think I'm going to need at least 3 more of these maxed out. Diligent, none safe, no. Apprentice, heavy eater, no. Weak knees. Content, patient. So this is bad. Let's re-roll. Snoring, compassionate, we'll take it. Can't smell, take it. Means that they don't have any negatives from pollution. Perfectionist. I don't like the perfectionist because they got a good run speed, but they got the negative production. I won't take them. Anyone that has low production, diligent, yes. Gifted teacher, yes. Anyone who has low production is a no for me. Bad technology, let's roll. Elevators. And 30% faster mining. Let's do it. It'll only last 3 days, but that's pretty cool. And refuse the rest of them. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Now elevators, they're okay. They're not that amazing. Only a few can get on at a time, so they're cool. It's like, from my perspective, it's more of like a novelty. But I will say, when you have these massive stacks like this, I think it makes more sense for like an area where you have a massive amount of storage and you have few people moving around. But for when the morning comes and they all run out, it took like a minute for all of them to get on 2 elevators. So I prefer the slides and the stairs. So I have messed around with these things, and you need to be just a little cognizant of they're not that good. Okay, so let's get more people working in the logistical hubs. And we're going to overtime everyone in the logistics hubs and get things moving. And you can see that this is really working out well for us. We're a little low on wood because I traded too much of it. So I'm hoping never to do that again. Okay. And we need 2 farmers. So what we need to do now is remove this person. I want to do a farmer. I'm going to have to get rid of a farmer. Get Zippy in here, start training them out. Over here, we're going to focus on training master crafters. So now we're going to train guild specialty master crafters. Okay, well, we don't have enough people for that. Okay. Supply ship, we're going to take the smallest one. Elevators are neat. I won't deny it. Not having to go up a flight of stairs can be advantageous, but I'm not really sure where to put it. I mean, over here is kind of cool, but we have a really good system with these stairs. I would say the elevators start to make more sense probably when it comes to mining. So, you know, you can have an elevator here. We did a bad thing because I did not take care of these people. They're having to climb, and that's slowing them down. So, luckily though, they don't have to walk too far, right? They just put everything in the belt, and then the belt takes care of the rest. Let's actually make sure the belt's working. Okay, yeah, the belt's still working. Everything's moving. All right, pirate blockade. We're gonna pay them in mechanical parts. The fuel is rocking on, so that's because I do have 2 smokers. Okay, so these 2 spots here are up. We're going to reject all in the logistics tab. Now this is going to be an output storage so that they don't have to run and find storage all the time. It means their production rates are going to be significantly higher. So here we're going to allow smoked fish, and we're going to tell them to empty it. So this is for the smoked fish. Over here, oh nice, they already loaded it with fuel. We're going to reject everything. We're only going to allow smoked fish, and we're going to empty all. So smoked fish there, or sorry, I did it twice. Yeah, I forgot, fuel's all the way down here. Only fuel, okay? So that's the only thing, and we're going to empty it. So this is for fuel. This is for smoked fish. Now we're not going to set any minimums of things that need to be stored, but now the logistics people will empty these. These guys can go about their lives. It's great. We have raw fish stored here, and we have raw wood. So raw wood to make fuel, raw fish to make this. And that actually reminds me, so we do need fuel here. So this is 2 birds, 1 stone. So I take it back. We are going to set a minimum of 10. Empty out. Workers will attempt to move anything in this warehouse to other accepting warehouses. It doesn't look like they're going to hold the 10. So that sucks. I wish it was like an any or kind of situation. So I would have to make a separate storage for the fuel. But I will say I think they will come and get the fuel. So we'll have to play that one by ear. I think it's going to be 50-50. Half the time there's going to be calling them from them to get, and the other time they're going to have to go find it. We'll come back to that. We'll revisit that. You can see we're getting a lot of fish, but I'm trying to make as much smoked fish as possible because it does give them a production bonus, and that adds up. I think it's like 20% on 3, so that's 60. That's a 60% increase in production speed for a 3-worker area. Okay, cool. Look at this. Now we have another 380, and over here, oh yeah, look at that. We just need 1 more farmer. So I want to come through here and make sure that everybody is the best that they can be, and they're not. So we're gonna go 1 at a time. We're gonna go 1 at a time and turn them into the best they can be. And then over here, I feel like we have enough farmers for the moment. We're gonna train everybody else to be the best they can be at this place too. Oh, I did not mean to turn them into educated people. I don't want them reading. I want them working. I don't want them to be smart. Okay, we have too many. We got a ton of smarties. So that means, there we go. Okay. But it looks like they can still become a little bit better than they are. And we're doing okay for now. The supply ship will take the minimum. And we'll continue to boot out. Now there's actually another way to do this. I think that the bathing dock over here is in the way of progress. Which bathing is not what I want. Okay. We need to get an earthworks over here, or I can just have it going the other direction. I just don't like the way that looks, but yeah, because you can see that this is perfect. So let's get an earthworks, fill this in, and then we'll get another dock right there. Maybe this would be enough for fish right here. This might actually be enough if I get them all maxed out. So this is a crafts master. It's got a 90% speed. I wonder why. There we go, 100. So pleasant surroundings, making it happy. Visited the cafe, fish. Bland food, yeah, well, that's why we're going for the smoked fish. No builders are available, that's okay. How are we progressing over here? 9%. I made a huge mistake. Abolish this. What we need to do, I'm so silly, and I've said this a million times. Research labs occasionally produce extra science for free. This is going to reduce the amount of ingots we're using substantially. Very, very valuable. But this is great. We got people a little bit closer to their work. We can continue to pump these out. Plank production's rather high. We only have one plank producer, but it's because it's so efficient. Let's get 2 more houses up over here. The smuggler is here. We're going to trade him a ton of... I keep forgetting I now have the ability to hit control. I'm pretty sure they just added this because I've tried control a bajillion times. Fuel, you can see we're doing a lot with fuel. And, I mean, fish, definitely. Smoked fish, 13 a pop. It's a good... It's probably better to use the fuel for that, to be quite honest. Maybe I should stop selling my fuel. Focus more on the smoked fish. Okay. But let's get 5. But this is kind of the idea. He wants me to grow to 84 pop. I'm going to accept because that is kind of the goal. And this is beautiful. We're doing great. We definitely need a substantial room for fish. We love our fish. Okay. Now, ooh, yeah, he's teaching them. We have too many master builders. That's great. Or master craftsmen, which is awesome. Over here, they're getting a lot of tin. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Looks like our trees are coming back. I do fear, however, I have gone too far. Because we don't have enough wood. And that's funny, is like I didn't think I would run out of wood because we were going just kind of insane. And now I'm thinking we need more. Okay, so we're going to do it. We're going to build... I need to like mine this out. We need a way to get up here without destroying too much usable area. Let's do it. Let's see if we can make this make sense. Okay, let's do it like this, right? Put the staircase here. Put the staircase down right here. This is just pure insanity. There's zero reason to ever do this, right? And then we're gonna get an elevator over here just because we can, not because we need to. This is what fancy people do. They just put, you know, elevators everywhere. And then boom. Okay. So path, boom. Yes, sir. Fancy elevator time. And then coming down this way, another elevator. Again, I don't need to do this. I want to do this. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, you don't even have to fill the inner area. We'll do it for you. Okay, so elevator to elevator. Let's and we'll see, you know. We'll see if we like it. But now we're at a place where we're producing so much material we can invest and do silly... Oh shit. Oh shit. I did not pay the tax man. Oh no, he's gonna be so mad. He's gonna be so mad. Okay. Luckily we were in good standing. Okay, diligent. Apprentice, warm core, compassionate, sickly, weak, rebellious, healthy. Okay, we'll take all 3 of you. Whoopsie daisy, as I say. Okay, guild specialty. We need more farmers. So we're gonna train. Why am I training farmers to be farmers, sir? I'm gonna allow it. I feel like they're trying to get out of work, but whatever. Yeah, no builders. As cool as you don't need builders for the elevators, they just instant build. I think we're gonna switch to trinkets here in a bit. But the reason I did all this over here in the mining camp, we're gonna move the mining camp over here, is we're gonna get another forester up, or forester and farmer. because I think that we're going to need more trees. I mean, we're doing a really good job, but one more spot. Now, they did shrink the radius that this thing works in. And so I'm thinking right here is a good spot. And then we just pop up one like that. Boom. Okay. So now we have an elevator and he just goes down the stairs and he can take the elevator to multiple levels. And we're golden, right? No more walking like a sucker. I don't think we're going to need this guy, but I just think it's awesome. And you can see the pollution starting to kind of build up. And in the smokers, we want the best farmers ever. So I would like to get the craft master. So what's interesting is it's not showing him as a craft master, even though he is. You come in, he is a craft master. It's not showing the stars, so I just have to kind of ignore it. But here we go. We got 2 craftsmasters. Look at that, 210 and 200% speed. So let's see what this fisher does now, especially in overtime. With the amount of fuel we have. So I'm hoping, there we go, 200%, 480%, 22 seconds per 5 instead of 144 seconds. Massive amount of pollution, but this should start making enough fish for everyone. So this individual here, all right, so only a diligent craft master. Okay, there we go. So now we have the best of the best. Over here we have somewhat the best of the best. I don't know what you want to call them. I'm gonna remove everyone over here and we're gonna just train everyone to be master craftsmen over here. Another whisker ship. Okay. Optimist, apprentice, heavy eater. We won't take heavy eaters. We won't take my pace. We'll take diligent. Loner. I'm gonna take the loner. They're just a little unhappy. That's okay. They'll fit right in. We'll get rid of everyone else though. There we go. Now we're up to 5. And I'm just gonna throw him into the logistics. The undesirables all go to the logistics. Oh, looks like we're full up on that. But we have another one over here. So let's get 3 people in there. We just need to make sure things are being moved out. So you can see the fish are being moved out as fast as they're coming in. No workers assigned. This is pretty good. Yeah, let's get another worker there. Got 1 worker there. I'm gonna leave 1 to build. Oh, nice. We got the farm up. So now I can get the farming tool out again. And we can start getting up all the trees. Trees up here. Okay. That should be pretty good. We'll need to get a farmer up there. And now that we're eating more smoked fish, we're getting a better bonus. We're also not getting the bland food negative, so it's like a double whammy. You can see we are producing 550 raw fish. We have a modest supply coming. Let's do this guy to get some teas. 31 tea is going to really help out my population. Let's come over here. We got 159. We got 40 bronze bars. We're at 15% to research tier 2. We're doing great. I'm mostly stoked about the fact that I think we're going to get some crate. Yeah, 420. Table salt would give us a bonus, but table salt isn't something that I can continuously make. 94%, 50. Oof. 92. 97. I'm pretty certain they're using my fertilizers. 99. And fertilizer is pretty dope, and you can get it just by trading in taxes. Yeah, we're doing a good job. And you can see the logistical workers are definitely earning their keep right now. So my plan to make a bunch of souped up fish farmers is working absurdly well. We are using nets, so we do have, you know, a massive flax farm going. And it does look like I got this guy up. So let's get him going. And let's fill in this area right here so we can get another fisher. We just have 1 house that we're building out. All right, the elevator is pretty cool for the individual workers. It is making their lives easier, I think. And we'll overtime our fishers to make sure we just get as much as possible. Gonna kind of overtime a few people. Feel like the stone cutter, which we are giving ropes for a 25% increase. Feel like they're gonna let me down. We got all the farmers being taught to be more productive. Oh yeah, look at that, max. Okay, so we probably gotta switch to trinket making now. This is where things get crazy, right? So we're gonna keep the research, and we're gonna have them make trinkets in their spare time at 6 a pop, but that's like hundreds a day if I can get up to 600 approval, right? It's like 100 a day. So this is where the synergy starts happening. Now everyone's super, super happy. I can use my approval to generate a good I can trade in addition to the fish. And if it gets too crazy, I'll have to pull back on the trinkets, in fact. That's awesome. And we've got the 2 schools. Things are moving, but we're gonna have to go industry by industry and pull. What I kind of need right now actually is to do multiple groups of people. Let's pull here. So this is a craft master, craft master, craft master. All of these are craft masters. This is, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually pretty incredible. Okay, so this is also a craft master. And so we have just an insane amount of efficiency over here. Almost have 1,000 fish. Oh my god. Okay, we got the other house up. That's good because we got they will gravitate towards the closer work environment. We have 45 bronze. And I'm excited. I'm not exactly sure which research I want to do first. I think the passenger rails makes a whole lot of sense. This is for long distance. I don't think we're there yet. I think potentially fertilizer would be a good one, but we don't even need that. We're so well set up. Tea cultivation could have some significant value. The whisker launcher, the steam power device that can launch whiskers to higher elevations. Well, that's interesting. Oh, so it's like a really fast elevator. They step on it, it shoots them up. Kind of like a reverse slide. So you could have the steam in a slide. That's pretty cool. Bathhouse, apothecary. I honestly think the dining hall, we need 119 bronze though. These are all really, fish skewers is probably the smartest thing we could go into. Yeah. But you can see this is all really, oh, even gold smelting might be smart. But these are all really, really expensive, so we need an enormous amount of bronze. We need more whiskers. Okay, so now we have the ability to just straight up trade fish. So we paid almost all our taxes with fish. Got some gold. Let's go for some tech points. We got 16 and ore. Oh, we got only 34 trinkets. We're running low on logs. Okay. We're gonna have no food. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna do it. We maxed it out. We need a little bit more fish. I agree with myself. My brain, I was like, you know what would hurt? Or not hurt? More fish. Okay. Fertilizer, machinery. Iron bars, copper bars. 10 ore, 15, 24 stone. We're gonna roll, but I like that 10 ore thing. We're gonna roll again. One more time. One more. Ah. Okay, we're gonna take 2 randos, 24 machinery, and a bunch of iron. We'll train. Hopefully they're not terrible, but if we can always make them pretty darn efficient just by teaching them. Need more unobstructed. Okay, so this is 2 unobstructed. All right, well that sucks. Probably have to get rid of this dock here. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys don't get to bathe anymore. We need fish. Getting rid of the baths and creating more stank fish is kind of diabolical, not gonna lie. There we go. Fish time. Let's make sure they're being trained. They are. Alright, let's train everybody. Oh, I don't want to train professions. I want to train the future generation. I'm going to pull this gent out to help train. I just want to get as many craftsmen as possible. End of day 139. That is awesome. Plus 268. Okay. Fly ship. We're going to take the basic load. There's just an immense amount of pollution over here. I do feel like we have 35 cooked fish. So we are kind of keeping up. We're feeding the majority of our people the best stuff in the world. Fuel, we're actually doing too well. But I will say that fuel is important because we can trade it. And trading fuel, as you can see, is absurdly lucrative. We're basically turning logs into gold at probably a better rate. So we're going to do that. Planks. Yeah, let's do some planks. 6. I'm gonna keep my cut stone. Accept it. There we go. That was a lot of gold. We're starting to get rich. I definitely want to get some of the stone pathing a little bit better. I'm gonna get stone pathing just between certain points like that. All right, we're doing great. Okay, and we should definitely have stone pathing right outside the door of the logistic workers because they're going in and out quite often. Yeah, very good. Another Whisker ship. My pace, swift. We don't want swift. Craft, weak, nosy, strong shoulders, compassionate, greedy. Specs more. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with greedy. I can't accept a sick one though. We're at 71. Oh, the camp is idle. Earthworks. Okay. We're gonna take the individual out. And we're gonna get 2 more sheds here for fishies. And do the same thing where we just have them being emptied all the time. And bonfire's doing great. Okay, look at that. So we got our work cut out for us. Got ourselves a supply ship. Just gonna take the basics as always. Let's just continue to make craft masters. Yeah, we're doing great. I'm gonna get 1 person into the farm up here. Start planting trees. Man, they just cleared out a lot of food. And we are going through the approval really quick now that we're making trinkets. So this is kind of why I don't like the trinkets. So for our second one, we're gonna go back to the tree stump extras. That's a good one. And we're actually at an interesting impasse, right? Where I need to get another smart mouse. Oh my gosh. Tax collector, whiskers. Now I already have them, so we can just go over here and bind them. You can just click, right? So we got Zippy. I'm gonna take, he's in the weaver, he's in the research, he's in the smoke. We got Zippy in the smoker, and that's interesting. Zippy's really good. I'm gonna take Zippy out though. Put him over here into the research lab. We'll just get these 2 people over here. Nice. We just got, yeah, one of our craftsmen just came up. Let's continue to train everyone into the best they can be. We got 2 schools now, training everyone into craftsmen. This is incredibly important. If you're not doing this, you're missing out on so much of the game. You're basically, I mean, I have 71 whiskers, right? But they're worth like hundreds of untrained whiskers. That's where it's at. Like, you have to train them all up. Right, and storage is still holding 377 a pop. We're building up our fish reserves. He's coming tomorrow. Okay. See who. Okay, cool. So we got 2 in the farm. Now, is this person a craft master? They are. Perfect. So they're going to be working much faster. You can see the 160 craft speed. I don't really need to click on them. I just need to look at their native craft speed. I'm being kind of silly. So as long as their native is 150 means he has like probably swift or no, he's a perfectionist, which means his movement speed is increased by 10 and his work speed is decreased by 10. So 150 to 170-ish, right? Because they could have other things. As long as they're all in that mark, which you can see, they're most likely perfectly trained. So going from 90 to 100 to 150, I'm increasing basically their work speed by 50%. And then it's pretty amazing. If I can get better food, I can increase it like another 10 or 20%. It's fall. We're going to be in winter here soon. All right, we got 47 bronze. Not bad. We actually have quite a bit of spices. That's pretty cool. We have 186 fishing nets. Oh my gosh. Okay, we only have 1 netter. And they're just producing like crazy. I don't know what to do with that. It's kind of absurd. I can't do half of one, and I don't really want to micromanage it all the time. Nice. There's some gold. I think we're going to need multiple research centers here too. Unfortunately, I can't overtime them. 55 seconds per tick, okay? This is kind of cool the way that they aligned all this, right? Okay, we're going to get another research lab up. I'm gonna get this all stone. Simply because I can. We're very wealthy. We're well off. There we go. And let's put a cap on this side. Perfect. Let's get a Torch up. There we go. Okay, cool. We got ourselves a nice little research. I like the spot because we already have the fuel right there. Now, for the mine, yeah, you can see that they're walking around this way. This should all be stone. We shouldn't be cheaping out now. So let's start upgrading everything we can to stone. All adds up in the long run. There we go. Okay, so this whole area over here is stone. We'll work on the next area in a bit. The inner workings, people are running really fast. I actually am kind of digging the elevators. I think that they're pretty neat in your operating areas like this. You don't have to use stairs. They don't make a whole lot of sense. I think what's kind of cool though is like over here you can see. Like we're gonna pause real quick because what's kind of cool is you can go up one, and then up one, right? And so I'm only using one tile for 3 layers of my farm. So I'm not having to get rid of trees or anything. And now too, they can move about. So this is neat. Yeah, this is real cool. What I don't like though is I can't get, I have to go all down and over to get to this. That's okay, I guess. To go down one level. Because they have to kind of wait. But it makes sense when you only have 4 people operating with these mines. But when you have hundreds, it becomes this insane bottleneck and you need like 40, 50 of them. There we go. They're doing a good job. They're moving about. It does make a whole lot of sense though. I kind of want to pause real quick. All right. We have these nice areas here. Because there are some cool things you can do. So I'm thinking this. Come out here. Come out here. That. There we go. I just think it looks neat. It's kind of silly, but it looks kind of cool. And then this guy right here. I don't know if this is dumb. It probably is. But it looks really cool. There we go. Now they can just take an elevator to get up to all these rows. I did not need to do this. It's pretty silly. I just think it looks cool. The stairs are like a lot more practical. But it's kind of neat because they can just go here and then they're at the row they want to be at. Might cause some bottlenecks, but we'll see. The steps are kind of nice. I think the elevators make a little bit more sense on things like this. And stairs make a little bit more sense on elongated things like that. It is kind of cool. Yeah, and having multiple points of entry. All right, we're over 500. And you see, training does take some time. So let's overtime pretty much everybody at the fishing dock. Lumber's doing good. New Whisker ship. No sick, no greedy, inquisitive. Yes. My pace, no. My pace, they have low work. Content and snores, we'll take it. Can't smell gifted teacher, take them. Nope, no lazies. Okay, we need more homes. And we need logs pretty badly. Okay, so now we need to kind of refine what we have. So let's just focus on training everyone we can, being the best versions of themselves. And getting these houses up. We're going to put a high priority. And then we'll have everyone housed. We probably need to get at least one more house up. I feel like this area is covered on housing. We should... Over here is a beautiful spot for housing just because, like, look, they literally can walk right into the industry or they can come over here. And there are a lot of jobs. Now, I also messed up because I did not... we need logs. I need to get the conveyor belt, but I need logs to make a conveyor belt. So, something's got to give, right? We're going to pull back on the charcoal furnace so they stop doing that stuff. The camp is idle over here. See what we got. There's a little bit of tin still, but not a whole lot. And I know I'm mining out some pretty good land over here for this. Okay, yeah, the elevators are working though. That's what's important. They're utilizing them well. It's awesome seeing the logs move along like that. We're just going to start slowly, like I said, replacing the wood. Perfect. Oh, shit. Oh shit, I did not pay. I did not pay. I need to turn my sound on. I just don't want to pay taxes anymore, man. You know what? They didn't really do a whole lot of damage. I'm not gonna lie. It's just planks and cuts. The damage they did is actually cheaper than the taxes. It's alright. We do have a pretty sizable event coming though. Let's dismiss the ship for now. We need to get everybody in their homes. We have 8 people who were out of jobs. That's okay. All right, we need learned individuals. Research, Weaver. All right, I'm gonna pull him out. Put him here. We'll get 3 in the Weaver. We need to start making more clothing anyway. That's not good. So the other guy's in the stone cutter. All right, we got educated people all around. We need to figure out the stone cutter situation here in a little bit. Overtime him. And cut stone's gonna be the bottleneck for a lot of things. No more whiskers right now. I didn't even think about that. They only have so many cannonballs, right? But those are the bandits. I didn't pay the bandits. We gotta pay the tax man. But they only have so many cannonballs. But they don't request a whole lot. Bandits, they only want like a couple machinery, and I have 46. All right, tax collector's here. We're gonna sell him a bunch of trinkets. I'm gonna sell him all the fish in the world. Gold. I want to max out with him this time. A little bit of coal. Let's send the biggest shipment we can, huh? All right, I'm okay with the logistics hub being out of order right now. We're just gonna keep rolling until I get something I like. We didn't get anything I liked. Okay. Iron bars for sure. We're gonna take the one. Thin cut stone is really not worth it. Let's take the fertilizer. All right, they're working hard. We might need to get another guy on cut stone. That's not gonna keep up with pace. But to be fair, it does kind of even out. I like this. I like the slide we have. Ooh. All right, so we got 2 learned people. We need to get these mice inside homes ASAP. It's mostly cut stone. I need to watch this. Oh, it ends tonight? No, we need to go now. Let's get the beacons of Gondor going. I'm also gonna place a bonfire up here. Oh, won't let me. We'll have to farm tool. Yeah, let's get a beacon up here. Go. Keep this whole area warm. Realize we don't have one down here. Let's get one down here. I don't know why he's having issues. No, the road's fine. I think something weird happened to him. He's fine. This guy, on the other hand, he's old news. We got everything out of here. All right, we got the fires going because it is winter. So this should keep most places okay. It looks like we have a lapse over here. Okay, this is perfect. We got a spot right here. Boom. They did lower the radius in the patch today. I read they lowered the radius and the heat intensity of bonfires. So this all used to work and now it doesn't. That's why you're like, oh, what happened? That's what happened. The game is patched quite frequently. So, I mean, pro and a con, right? Pro is they actually are working on the game. Con is your designs might fluctuate. All right, let's get a bonfire right here. We got plenty of fuel though. Or we had plenty. Holy cow. All right, looks like we're going back to full production on that. Holy cow. Wow, we spent 18 on Eureka. That's 3 frees. Okay, well, let's continue to pump out the best and brightest. All right, we're gonna shut down one school for builders right now. Wood is catching up though. We're keeping everybody safe and warm. Oh yeah, look at that approval max. It's kind of funny because if I go to trinkets, you know, there's too many. It's a little cold. I'm not gonna lie. I'm afraid of using too much fuel, but let's put fire back here. We need to make sure that everybody is warm. There we go. We got that one over there. This is beautiful. We're back in business. We just need to make sure we have enough fuel for everyone. We're getting up a good portion of the homes. I should probably switch out tree stumps, which don't... Salvaging tree stumps generates... I think this salvaging tree stumps only works if I have a logger. I'm wondering, do I need to have a logger in it? Because the tree stumps are just there, right? What if... Ooh. This may be where I've messed up. Let's get up a... Yeah, because I've never seen it. Cuts down nearby trees. Let's see if it's the logger who does this. Okay, we'll put him right here. And we'll see if he goes and starts hitting the tree stumps. Fly ship. Take the smallest. You see it's starting to really, like, get there. And money. Starting to cost a lot. We need more farmers. I'm going to start switching people out. So in this other school here, guild specialty, we're going to train more farmers. Let's get up future farmers of Mouse America. Why isn't this... Oh, no, it says fuel 5 out of 6. It's just the icon's not working. It's okay. The important thing is we're creating areas where people aren't freezing to death. It's really easy for them to freeze to death. And it's not good. Okay. And I need to get these guys back into business as soon as possible. And look at these logistic hub workers go. It's awesome. So same thing down here. Logistic. I guess actually I'm going to let these ones stay the same. We have enough of them being emptied that I don't think I need... I'm afraid of doing too much, right? Because if they're coming for 3 and 3 and 3 and 3, right? I'd rather we just focus on a few. It makes more sense. Okay. Mine tool. Alright. This is all coal. We could turn coal into fuel. I need to do some with it. I'm going to start getting more copper. Right. Yeah, there's tin down here. Alright, cool. Okay. We're back in business. We got our fuel back going strong. Let's overtime one of the fuel people. Let's actually overtime both fuel people. I'd rather be better safe than sorry, right? What's cool too is now we have the chance for 2 Eureka moments. Multiple research. Coordinated overhead, 0.82. We're at 57% to research tier 2. Alright, end of day 146. Yeah, we're maxing out. I need to go back to trinkets. I'm just afraid if I go to trinkets. Let's try, before I go to trinkets, let's try stump collection. Okay, so we're gonna get a 2 woodcutters. And we're gonna see what they do. So they're headed to work. What is work? Alright, he's moving. I did not set these trees to be cut down, did I? Well, he's doing it. I guess I didn't have to set chop priority ever. I guess I'm dumb. Chop priority just means they go there first, so they'll cut down any and every tree. Well, actually, it's kind of good we have them because we do need a little bit more wood, right? And we gotta keep up all of our productions. Okay, we're gonna pull back on the schools. I think we hit our target. At least for farming, we've optimized farming to the top tier. Okay, let's click. And let's come over here. Yeah, I hate the fact you have to kind of click on each one. See what's going on. So for the farms, we're missing 1 farm worker. Fishing, we'll need more farmers. Bronze bar making, we're in good shape there. Okay. Yeah, we have 4 free people right now. Well, we actually need more farmers. So let's start changing specialties. Oh no, they're all farmers. And they're all craft masters. That's cool. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Got another dock up. Let's run all of our fishing docks at overtime. And then let's check to see if they're actually getting the tree stumps. Yeah, they are doing stump collection. 33. So it's 3 per. So they got 10 extra wood doing stump collection. So my thought process is here. All these stumps over here. I don't believe they'll do anything unless... Yeah, so let's get them up here. So I've just been seeing some of these stumps going, but I'm not noticing we're getting any wood when they do this. So my question is, how do I get them to work more hours? No. My question is, will I get it? So they can walk down here. They can actually walk down here to the hopper, but the interesting thing about having woodcutters versus farmers is they'll just focus on cutting wood too. But what I'm noticing is that only the woodcutters can get the extra wood from a log. So maybe there is something to be said about having one woodcutter in your design. Okay. Well, let's keep it. Let's keep it and test it out, because those are good things to know, right? All right, so we have 2 farms here, and we have a farm all the way up here. End the day. Man, we're going through it quick. This extra wood is pretty darn important. And there's a lot of stumps. Now the question is, how do I want to do this? Okay, so we actually have a good spot right here. Pause the game. Input hopper. And belt. And we're just going to go the distance. Enough resources. I keep forgetting that it's actually really expensive to do it this way. So slide. We want to just keep 1 tile off the ground to reduce log costs. Alright, you see how we're doing this? Okay. And then now we can just literally go over 1. We don't have to do the whole thing again. Like this. Okay. I probably could have bounced it off the top here, and that would have been smarter. 1 tile up. I like this though. We got ourselves a little ramp. But we want to make sure... I think we want a whitelist, because I don't want to get a weird bottleneck, right? So just logs. Alright, cool. So now we got ourselves a pretty good system here. No resource in range. So it looks like the logs only occur... Pause real quick, we got an idle camp. Yeah, it looks like it's only from naturally grown trees. So, that's good to know. I didn't... You know, you got to do these things for yourself. There's plenty of stumps here. So there's absolutely no point to having this unless you're doing that. Okay, so we're never going to use this again. And let's go to trinkets. I'm pretty happy with this though. Fuel is going down pretty quickly. We'll overtime these gents. We're keeping everybody alive though. That's what's important. And over here, let's just continue to switch people out professionally. I don't know how it could train it. I don't know what it's doing sometimes. You can see the we're making an enormous amount of trinkets. You can see. And we're 71% to tier 2. Yeah, they're going to have to walk quite a weird way to get around some of this stuff. We're going to have a mining colony over here at some point if I ever get into fertilizer. We don't really actually need to go there. The iron over here, so we probably want to go from here to, right here. Here to here is going to be pretty cheap. I think it's kind of good just to get this stuff set up, right? Here to here. 20 logs. We'll wait, because that 20 logs we need for fuel right now, but there's a lot of potash and iron ore. We can get a little colony up over here. Copper. Alright, look at this. I love having the things above it. It's kind of cool how you can build into the design. Alright, end of day 148. Ooh, -2. Alright, well, we're going to stop making trinkets because I want to keep points for Eurekas. It looks like we're keeping up with the cooked fish. We still have some left. 618 raw fish. Like I said, that's 3 a pop. Really good way to pay your taxes. Alright, pay the minimum. So you can see the supply ships are starting to really suck. They're really expensive. Our upcoming taxes are quite a bit. We have 1,300 in fish. Trinkets 165. Cool. We actually have quite a bit. We have some gold left over. I want to get more fishers going. We have a lot of nets. So take a peek. Everyone's doing pretty decent. For some reason, these people in the Miners Guild, they keep getting booted out over here. There's some kind of weird glitch happening. I don't know what's going on. The good news is we have resources again. So we're gonna get up 3 houses. 6 more whiskers with that, right? I'm gonna get some trees in the design here. There we go. It's actually kind of cool over here. I think we're gonna get up a couple storage. A little bit more storage. Yeah, this is looking good. So it's kind of weird. It's saying crop fertility 37, but here it says crop fertility 86. I say we fallow this whole field and let it rest. Like individual. Okay, so it's individual tiles. My bad. I was selecting a really bad tile. Okay. Well, I mean, let's go back to it then. I want as much wood as possible. This actually is not a bad place for housing too when you think about it logistically, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, we have 3 farmers right here. So what we need are craftsmen. Want to train all of them? Unless they're already amazing. They already are craftsmasters. Oh my gosh, we're there. Boom, boom, boom. And let's turn on that catalyst. And that's we're ready to go. Alright, let's stock up on fish. This is amazing. We're gonna pay our taxes. And then some. Almost 1,000 food. Alright, yeah, look at that cooked 73. We have 27 fuel. Winter. 3 seasons away. We are pulling in wood now. Let's overtime the charcoal furnaces. Yeah, I wish there was a button to upgrade houses. That would be so cool. We haven't even touched the full potential of this island, too. That's what's kind of crazy. I'll worry about the houses here in a little bit. Once winter's over, we can pull the fire tenders out. Alright, day 150. Oof. Yeah, we're getting hurt. But it's alright. Maybe next time I won't sell so much of my fuel. We're over 1,000 fish. Oh my god. That's like 3... You don't understand. That's 3... There's 2... Oh, they sell for 2. Okay, yeah, 2, not 3, my bad. But that's... Oh, they nerfed it. They nerfed it. Was it always 2? I don't remember. I thought it was 3. They're on to me. But it's still really good. Planks is... I think it's kind of absurd how many planks I'm making. We're actually going to pull this extra person out and just leave it at 2. Because, my god, we're producing... I don't even know what to do with this many planks. Alright, let's just pull it... Let's pull it down to 1. It's just too many. And we're... Place the... Yeah, the stone... Okay. We need to get a real person into... Over here. Let's trade up everybody, if we can. And this is getting a little scary. We're running low. Gotta work our charcoal overtime. They're maxed out. This is about as good as they get. We could probably get one more Explorer Guild in here. 330, it's 360. See why the fire tongs are probably valuable. But yeah, 1, 2, 3. So we got 6 fisheries at maximum output. Got a lot of logs coming in now. You can see them. This is great. It's fun to watch them put them into the machines too. Yeah, you can see that we're getting quite a bit out of the mines. 96% on tier 2. We have 81 copper, no bronze. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna need more resources. I'm excited though. I'm trying to think. I really want the choo-choo trains. You really need to make the best decision you possibly can. The smartest decision would most likely be fertilizers so it can mass produce materials, but making threads is cool. The oil press is cool. Fish skewers is probably the coolest one. Probably one of the more powerful ones. The blast furnace is most likely one that I should focus on. Only 7? Is this broken? It's only it's only 7. Oh, this is... Nah. That's 7 left on tier 2. Okay. Yeah, these are not 7. It's actually not showing us how much these cost, so we'll have to wait. Interesting. Alright, very annoying. We'll know in a second. I wish I could do the schools at overtime, but it can't. Into day 151. We're officially out of approval. And we're at 25. So we're going to turn off the smoked fish. Because we just don't have enough fuel to keep everyone warm. Let's make sure that they're actually trained too. Make sure all of these guys are craftsmen. So it looks like they are. They all are. But we'll find out. I don't know. Selling boards is actually a pretty smart thing to do, but we're hurting. There's a lot of trees here. I don't think we have enough farmers. It seems like it's a bit much for them. I'm going to place another farm up here. All right, research tier 2. Pause. All right, we got lots of coal. We don't need coal though. We need everything else. The copper. Okay. I think what we need to do is just start stripping down everything over here. I think this is going to be our jam. Let's just keep them focused on that for now. Let's come over here and peer into tier 2. So potash is 89. Tea cultivation 55. Blast furnace 89. But the blast furnace allows us to make copper and bronze and everything. Oh, it just... Okay, never mind. It just allows it... We already have a blast furnace. I thought it was a new building. Oh, it says right here. My bad. 89. Yeah, 144. Oh boy. So we need the blast furnace before we can do passenger rail. So we're just going to go straight into blast furnace. Perfect. And we have 0. Okay. We need to pay our taxes and get 10, and we need to pay attention. Like quite literally, we need to really focus here. Get up a miner up here. This, honestly, is where... This is where, like, a giant ramp up would be probably the best. But it would be very expensive. I just want to get all that stuff up there. Okay, I have 1,400 fish. Well, we're never going to starve. Alright, the tax man is cometh. We need to get rid of all of these freaking fish. That is crazy. That is a crazy amount of fish. Okay. Alright, sell the gold ore. Get rid of all the fish. Okay, a little bit. No, that's too much. A little bit of flax, not all of it, and do the rest in coal. I want the maximum reward. We'll get enough fish. We got it going on. Look, we're already at 64. I mean, it's crazy. Right, smallest load. Nice, 102. All right, so 10 ore, 16. Let's just keep rolling. Bupkis. Should have gone with the 10. All right, we're gonna go with machinery, iron, copper. We have 11. It's spring. I think we can make it. We're gonna get fertilizer and more machine parts. Probably should have gone for the 10, but it's okay. Whisker ship is here. Optimus consider... Yeah, I can't take any of them. I don't have anything. But it's okay. We don't have housing for them anyway. That's still being built by the 2 people. We got cut stone. So those should be built pretty soon. Alright. They got 4 out of 6 fuel. We're in spring. We shouldn't have any issues. 5 out of 6. I'm pulling the fire tenders out. Let's get back to work. Okay. Yeah, let's continue to train everybody into the best they can be. Beautiful. All right, we're building another farm over here. Yeah, I think the elevators might be helping in this area. It's a bit of a jaunt. Yeah, you can see they gotta wait for the platform. That's what I don't like. Instead of just moving, they gotta wait. He went all the way around just to do that. What's going on here? Is it because they think it's faster? All right, let's get some stone steps there. He came down to the 2nd story, then walked around. He's got... I think something weird happened here. Yeah, it didn't have the mine. It did not have the mine shaft, so it did not automatically make it. Okay. So I am a fool. That's okay. Alright, now they'll do it proper. Weird. Yeah, same thing over here. It doesn't auto do it. I don't think. Or no, it did. There's something weird going on with this guy. Be careful. Yeah. Yeah, see, it didn't have the proper ropes. There you go. I don't think this is working right. Let's just go back to the drawing board here. For some reason, it's not stacking correctly. So put that on first, then you put that on. See, there you go. There's something really weird going on with this guy. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it should look like that. It shouldn't have a top on it. These guys, 400% on the stonecutter. It's kind of crazy. There we go. Let's get this gen in. Now we're cooking. These guys aren't maxed out. Yeah, they're not maxed out in any shape or form. We definitely need to get them in better shape. Ooh, we're gonna run out of fuel here soon. I may have made a mistake. Alright, I'm gonna get one dude in the fire tender. Oof. I was hoping we wouldn't freeze to death here. I may have been premature. Okay. Day 154. Oof, they don't like the bland food. We gotta get that smoked fish back. I'm also kind of wondering if I want to do the mushrooms underneath here. So, I think we should get this miner. I didn't put any workers in here. Yeah, let's bring him over here. I'm thinking we go underground. Right here. So mine, one tile down. One tile down. One tile down. You have to get a little bit away from it all. And we could put it all on a conveyor belt instead of having them lifted up. That would be kind of cool. But how do I get the conveyor belt out of here? That's the problem. Yeah, it wouldn't work. They're gonna have to... They'll just have to elevator it out. They don't have to do too much down there. Alright, we're gonna get it started. I'm gonna get 2 folk in here working on that. We're gonna get our mushroom, underground mushroom area. I'm gonna have it all over here. I mean, we could have a conveyor belt though. Man, look at all them fishers going. We're epic. Yeah, they're just gonna go straight down. We're gonna get an elevator down there. And these supply ships are really adding on to the taxes. 7. Okay. We're ready to go back into food production here shortly. But we're still training. It looks like we're out of bronze. So we probably do need to come over here and think about focusing them. Alright, let's focus for the tin. It says there's a massive tin deposit down here. Okay, we're just gonna mine out the whole darn thing. Oh. Oh, wow. We zoomed all the way to the top. Okay. Yeah, we next time we do taxes, we need to focus on just asking for tin. And that way we can get the blast furnace and we can get iron for the choo-choos. That's one cool thing about your taxes. Like, taxes actually almost become a benefit because you're trading these raw resources for basically iron. So taxes aren't entirely too bad in this game if you find a way like I have with fish and boards to buy, you know, from the smugglers. Like this is it. Like, look, 5, look, 6, 8. I got 8, and I'm still cooking, right? We got clothes and fuel. We got to trade rope. We trade cut stone, so there's 9. It's like there's my a big chunk of my taxes right there, and I have all the fish. The tax man has cometh. Pay everything. So look at that, the gold, and we're good on fish. This is 233. Let's just trade it all out. I'll keep 1 gold. And we'll get the fish back fast. I mean, we're getting 2 fish every 30 seconds. We got 6 of them. So it's like 30 seconds. We have half our pop's needs. And we don't have enough influence. All right, re-roll. So I'm going to take the tin and I'm going to take the iron and copper. That's a good thing for us right there. And you don't actually have to go the distance on any of that. You could just do the second to last one, which would probably be smarter. You still usually get the 10, I think. Okay. So we've gone down. Okay, so now this is the fun part, right? So now we're gonna have an elevator here, shaft here, a shaft here. Oops, no, not a shaft there. Gonna have an exit point right here. Boom. Now they can go. There you go. Now we have an elevator. Isn't that cool? Underground. Boom. Ooh, there's 10. And we're gonna grow a ton of mushrooms down here. And we're gonna have it going 9, 9, and 1 in the middle. We're just gonna go up until we can't go no more. And I think this is probably gonna be more than enough right there. So that will be our massive little mushroom kingdom down there. Okay, now that we're out, we need to go back into mass producing fish, and we need to just wait. They're training the future generations right here. Ish. Oof. Yeah, we don't have the right folk. Alright, let's come over here and look to see if we put farmers in any of these spots. No, mostly miners, a few others. A miner here. I'm gonna switch some of these guys out. Not you. Yeah, this guy needs to be switched out over here. There we go. Probably have the miners be mining. We need a lot more farmers, but I need to get the fish going. I'm really glad we got that 10. That's gonna help out a lot. Hopper over here. Why are they not making 10? 144 seconds, eh? Okay, let's get 2 folk in here. There we go. Looks like we got the other houses up, so we can get about 6 more. Alright, and everybody's taught now. Get one of the fishers going at least. Let's just get 1 fisher going for now. I'm gonna keep the other 3 guys out. Ah, that's right. I put someone over here in the fire. Okay, so now we can get, he's at 210. Wow, 150. I'm just gonna allow it for now, because they're both, even though he's not meant for this, he's still doing a good job. We need to get the smoked fish, so use the whiskers. I mean, we're doing a good job. And screw it, I'm just gonna get this farm going. We just need to get things going, right? Okay. Well, there's a few things that we can improve upon in the design right now. One being the fact that our storage area is not optimal. Get this. Get this whole top layer as stone. Get another thing of storage right here. Finish this all off. I'm thinking, too, we get the 3rd story here. Such. Alright, let's end the day. But we need to get a 3rd layer of storage. I'm probably going to use an elevator for this, but I want to see what I can do first. Because we're going to need to go up 2 tiles here. Okay. Okay, we got to get rid of the logistics area here. Pause real quick. I'm going to get 3 layers of logistics. The problem is it's going to be clicking on all of these, I think. A couple things here. One is I'm going to need more cafes here. And this is a beautiful spot. Look at this. I could build on top of every single thing here. So this makes sense. Kind of utilize this space. Oh shoot, I can build on top of that too. Stone cutter. And the stone cutter's fine. I don't need to touch it that much. We're going up. This is how we're going to do this. No, that works. We just won't have anything here, and that's fine. Or we can have something different here. And I'm going to have an elevator right down here for any and everyone who wants it. I don't think it's that cool, but it's also cool at the same time. And I don't know if it will slow them down. Like, I don't know if they'll say, hey, it's busy, I'm going to go over here instead. They're using the stairs, but having to travel up all these stairs doesn't seem to be too smart. So, okay. Let's get 4 people in the logistics. So now they can get in the elevator. So you can see that they're waiting at the elevator instead of taking the stairs. I think that they do prioritize. Yeah, nobody's using the stairs now. Okay. So, there's nothing wrong with that. In some degree, I'm going to leave the stairs just for pathfinding. Some degrees, I think elevator is actually faster. What you need are 2 elevators. There you go. Now there's 2 elevators. And I'm going to have one just for this spot here. That way it's dedicated, right? We'll see. We'll see if that's faster or not. It's kind of cool. But I don't like the fact that they're not using the stairs whatsoever anymore. I think that that's kind of dumb. He's like waiting at the elevator instead of going up the stairs. But it's cool. Okay. We're gonna move the mining camp down here. Make this a little faster. Get 2 miners in there instead. End of day. Okay, things will get back to normal here soon. We're a little behind because of some hits we took, but overall good. Okay, so we got a mine going underground. We got this over here. I think that this is fine. It's actually probably better than the stairs, right? They're definitely saving time getting their carts, getting to storage. Yeah, this is cool. The trick really is, you know what, and screw it. If they're not going to use the stairs, then we should just accept it, right? I should embrace the elevators. But this is what I was talking about. Like, if you do elevators, it's not just one elevator, it's a ton. And we're going to go the distance. We're just going to get them all fitted to be the exact same. Except for you. Right? Like that. That. I don't think we even need the staircase now. Now we can have more storage. Okay, so we have basically 3 elevators here. So there's always going to be something. What are they doing? They're all using the same elevator. Did I? No, I did it right. Okay, there they go. Okay, I was getting worried. For a second. Okay, so we got 3 elevators there. That should be enough. That is actually much faster than the staircases, so that's cool. Oh, we have an old there. Let's get that guy up. Smugglers are here. Planks for sure. Some clothing. Not gonna trade fuel this time. Maybe a little cut stone. Okay, yeah, let's just get 2 bars. We're getting a lot of stone. All right, the taxman is cometh. Everything. All right, we have 49.10. Yeah, and we don't have to do the whole thing. We could just do the 2nd place prize. That's good enough. That might get us the thing of 10 I need. All right, and so he's right under here. And why are they taking so long? That's my question. Missing inputs. Oh, it's because what is going on? Why can't I make bronze bars anymore? Oh, that was weird. It like kind of glitched out. All right, we're good now. Is the second? Okay, yeah, 2nd place prize gets us smaller amount. Oh, so that's the, okay, you get more. We're gonna take that and we're gonna take iron, but you get a lot of iron and copper from this. That's good. Whisker ship, use them all. It's gonna take them a bit to get this all hammered out down here, but we might as well get started, right? All right, now we got 2 farmers in the smoke. Got the best of the best. Got a new supply ship over here. Take the cheapest one. Day 159. Nothing. All right, so they don't like the food. Even with the fish, subpar clothing. We're doing a good job. So here's the problem. I've made them all craft masters, right? I made them all craft masters. So their standards are much higher. They're not okay with just, so that's the thing. You have to produce the highest standard of goods. We're okay without the influence. The influence is just nice to have. To get more whiskers, you need it though. But get your population up maybe before you do what I did, right? To get it up really high. Trade the machinery, because it's going to be a little bit of a hassle. But we can take like a thing of tea and get a bunch of influence and then recruit people. I can also get 2 randos, right, from paying taxes. So it's not like you're completely handicapped here. We got slides, but we're good. But yeah, that is going to hurt us a bit. I didn't think about that. Okay, so 57 more. We got plenty of 10. Yeah, tea cultivation would probably be a really smart thing for us to go into. Or skewers, anything we can do, right, to get up happiness. So definitely more fish, definitely more everything. Wood, we're like right there. We're like just bringing in enough. The elevators are actually pretty cool. They don't work well for the morning areas, but they work really well for the work areas. We do have, you know, some capacity for stairs. And that's kind of cool because they get the fish and then they just go up the elevator right there. We have a lot of secondary storage over here. Okay, and we're going to do the great leap forward after tonight. You can see they ate a bunch of our fish. We definitely do need to get some things up. So we're going to, for the time being, stop teaching them things. Or stop making them really, really needy. We're producing, luckily, everything that we need. But our taxes are increasing substantially. Supply shipments are the main thing. So the supply shipments become, this is where they get you, right? Population tax, not a big deal. It's the fact that I can't, if I deny a shipment, I get -1. So you could say, I'm not going to take the supply shipments anymore, right? And I'm going to do that twice. I'm going to deny the supply shipments twice. And then I'm going to pay him the max to get a +2, or the second to most. That would be a viable strategy to reduce and find like an equilibrium. And I'm probably going to have to do that because I am at max with him. So I might as well stop taking on those costs, right? Unless I find that I can easily pay them and I like the materials. But okay, we got +22. So we can start taking on a few more folk. That's the most important thing right there. Also, it's 6 per Eureka in tech. But we're going to do another great leap forward. There's a lot of work to do. It's probably going to take me a couple hours to mine all this out. And we'll see how far we can go. I might only skip forward like 30 minutes or so. Let's do it right now. All right, beautiful winter. We've gone a pretty big distance here. I keep refusing this quest. He keeps asking me to erect statues, and I'm like, no. But I did get some other land bridges up. Right now we're doing pretty darn decent. I also realized that was kind of silly. I did a lot. I'm going to go over everything that I did. So I am producing copper bars, and I'm also mining copper because you need both copper and tin to make the bronze. Totally spaced on that. I have removed one of the educated workers because I needed fire tenders, and we did get to a place where we were doing okay. But the research lab, you can see, we're 6 away from passenger rails, but I'm preparing for the next allotment that we need. So we have enough to hit our passenger rails, and that we're gonna have choo-choos. Okay, it's gonna be great. Oh, I'm definitely losing my mind. Okay, so let's talk about all the things I did. I changed my mind on how cool elevators are. So we got a trifecta here, which you guys kind of already knew about. I put another one down here so the logistics hub team has quick access. I came out and I filled in with dirt this area so we could expand our fisheries if we decide to go to like 180 pop, which I kind of feel like I want to. And the bathing dock. So what I want to do over here is get the showers up because I do have the showers now. And this guy is almost done. So let's just move him over here. But we have a back section. But I also got an elevator right here so they can pop up and go straight into storage. So this is fantastic. We also have a back route right here. So this is going to be a very usable space, and we're going to be able to get a lot more. So we're going to destroy this bathing dock once I get up the bathhouse. But the bathhouse is going to require 1 worker to operate all the water. So you get these things called water pumps, right? They're pretty inexpensive. Now you're going to place your water pump somewhere like over here. But we want to make sure that we're not using a territory that's important. I think this is a kind of decent spot for like a bathing area. Okay, and then you get yourself a water tower. Now we're gonna wait for this to be built so I can do this proper. But we're gonna have multiple bathing facilities over here. It's gonna be fantastic. But we'll keep chugging along. You can see we have 157 cut stone. We have quite a bit of money. Got passenger rail. So now we're going to come over to the research lab. I'm still building out the mushrooms, but fish skewers are a necessity. We need 89 copper bars, 89 bronze. So once I hit 89 copper, I'll go back to producing bronze. Maybe I'll do 100 copper because we do need a ton. And I sound not like coppers, like the British coppers. Copper bars. Okay, and we're almost done over here. Let's bring this guy a little bit more closer to the fray. So with that said, we can actually kind of see if I need to extend this out by going to one of our farmers, going to the farm tool, and let's go underground. So we want to do mushrooms. You can see this whole area because I don't have any light coming in. So this is why it's important. If you have light coming in, you'll see like red usually for your mushrooms. We don't have that because we're cool. So what this means is I can really deck this place out like this. Beautiful. And we can have ourselves a majestic little area inside of here. I don't know what makes it majestic. Well, I mean, it is a mushroom farm. Pretty cool, right? So let's do this. I'm gonna do 2 in here. I am gonna do a storage spot for the mushrooms. I'll just have people come and cart it out. And we'll get the miner going. And this is great. This is exactly as many as I want. And the rest of this whole area down here is just gonna be mushrooms. We'll get the mushroom skewer going. And it will be a fantastic day for all. We have some more houses. But overall, very excited. We're at 80. We need 4 more to hit the 84 pop. Oof. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a hard winter. We owe about 14. We're doing okay, though. But yes, I am getting up the 3rd row, as you can see up here. The 3rd row of storage. We're just really decking it out. We got cool elevators. Now, I've noticed if they have an elevator, they don't use staircases. So, I personally am not going to add anything to this area because I think it's good. But I noticed that industry benefits primarily the most from these changes. So it's good to have. Now I did get the blast furnace unlocked, but we haven't built that yet. So you can see here we need... I'm not really sure what I'm doing with my life right now. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Alright, so we can have ourselves a station platform. I think the station platform... I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Okay, station platform here. Okay. But can it go up? See, this is the thing. It's unlike the other guys, this can only go straight. So, if you want to do this right, you need to start from a elevated position. So we're going to do it here. And I can always change my mind. I just want a choo-choo. Just the man really wants a choo-choo. So this is the problem. Rail booster, station platform. So this becomes a pretty serious bottleneck in the design. You have to kind of think about this in advance. So I would probably gather what we want to do is have it go very, very high. I'm thinking we want a choo-choo that goes all the way over here and connects somewhere. It's completely unnecessary. And you know what? Maybe the choo-choo could start over here, where all these workers are. Eventually, we'll actually want kind of multiple, right? We'll want it to stop for sure. We'll want it to stop over here. So that's a given. That is a absolute given. That we want train come over here. Okay. So this is cool. We want it to stop here. So allow us exit, enter and exit. Okay. Pop this up one. Like that. Okay. So this is a point. And this is really easy. So up here is going to be storage slash choo-choo. A healthy thing we're doing here. Okay, we'll have a couple more storage. Primarily, this is going to be the choo-choo place. Okay, so now people can bring this to this, but we're going to get resources. And we're probably going to have to loop this. This is going to be interesting. I have no idea how dumb this is. This might be the dumbest thing I've ever done. Okay. Then we bring it over here. Well, this is completely unnecessary. This is absolutely unnecessary. Okay, cool. And then from there, we get ourselves up a staircase. Like that. Connect it here. And connect it here. Okay. The choo-choo. We got one choo-choo. And go. So it can go from there to there. And then it will go backwards. Now imagine if I connected it all in a square. So we can bring this over to another island like that. But now people can come up here I don't think anyone's gonna take the choo-choo. It's realistically kind of for moving goods. Yeah, it's extreme travel speed. Okay. We'll have to see if anyone uses it in the morning. But we have connected it to our main area. It is beautiful. Perfect in every way. We're doing good. Outside of all the small things, we're doing really well. I don't know exactly understand what I'm gonna do with this choo-choo train. Oh man, it's kind of, yeah, it's definitely just trenching out the area. And how much logs did I use doing that? A whole lot. Okay, but this is cool. We have plenty of logs. So the iron mines are over here. This is where I think things really come into being. If we want to get iron, I need to get a blast furnace, but I need to come over here because there's a lot of iron ore. But we're getting lots of iron bars to the point where I don't even know if mining them is necessary, just from turning in our taxes. But the important thing is, if someone wants to ride a train, they can. And it is kind of cool to have multiple drop-off points. Now here's my question. What happens if I add more? Only one cart per rail. Okay, well that solves that issue. Okay, so they designed it for one direction. Okay. Well, yeah, just to go back and forth. We'll see in the morning. What I want to see is people getting on this train to go to work. They can get on the train, and then they can walk down elevators here. I do have a few elevators. Yeah, and it comes right off this elevator. Okay, that's the test. Come on, get on. Absolutely none of them did. It's like the most useless train ever. It's really cool though. There's no one cares. I do have a lot of housing over here now, so nobody's traveling. Okay. All right, you live and you learn. This might help though, because you see we're gonna have these gents over here. I know they're just gonna take the staircase to get to some stuff. Okay. Well, you know, my dreams have been shattered, but that's all right. And right now, -10 degrees. We need more whiskers. I think we're doing okay personally. At this point, it's just really dialing things in. You can see we have more boards and wood. We have an enormous amount of stone. We have a lot of cut stone. I've updated almost everything except for this under area here, and I'm gonna do that now because we're that rich. We can just upgrade willy-nilly. There shouldn't be any wood whatsoever. So let's just do that. Let's just get rid of all the wooded paths, even the ones over here. All right, and let's get up the decorations. One day they will use my choo-choo. I'll be like, see, that's why I spent all those resources. Because right now, it is hard to justify. It's very hard to justify that investment. Okay, get up some more railing. Anybody on the choo-choo? Gotta pause. Nope, nobody. The most like the bullet train in California. Shouldn't have built. Shouldn't even bothered. Alright. Well, at least some people are having a good time. Let's get up some railings over here on this side. These supplier ships, you can see the minimum is 448. Ridiculous. I don't know how I'm going to pay these taxes. We need to get more fish. This is where the game gets difficult. It's the little things like that where they force you to, you know, pay a bunch of money. This is why wood is good. The logs, we can sell a lot of that. And it's also why you kind of do need to expand slowly. Not overextend, not go too crazy on the great projects like I do. Because you do need to allocate a large portion of whatever you're doing into these taxes, so kind of not cool. We got 4 cafes. That's enough for 84. Alright, fish skewers is at 22%. We're out of bronze. We have 101. Okay, we're gonna shift back bronze production. 1 copper, 1 tin, 1 fuel, make 5 bronze bars. We got it all going on. Yeah, or the Simpsons monorail. About on par with that. Ooh, we are developing quite surplus. My god. Yeah, there's so much stone brought up from the mines down there. Negative 15 degrees. The winters are getting a little bit harsher. Why the whiskers begin to doubt you. Alright, that's okay. They can doubt. I don't know, man. I did build them a cool train. Seems kind of premature to judge me. Alright, let's see. It's actually kind of cool when you go into Z mode, you can see all of the... Ooh, pretty. There's actually quite a bit of mining that can be done over here, too. I think the train's definitely going to come into play when I get over to other islands. I think that's where it really, really shines, because there's some good places. These supply ships are killing me, man. Okay, earthworks is done. So we're just going to straight up delete the earthworks. Gotcha. It's kind of crazy how much wood we're getting, but there's a bit of a fluctuation, right? Like, we don't have too many trees that can cut down here in a second. But it's amazing to see all the logs moving. I think we're getting... Oh, no. This area got... Oh, my God, no. We got full up, and the laborers aren't moving it out fast enough. Okay, this is my biggest concern. I don't know if they just don't have places, or there's not enough of them. Okay, well, that tells me a lot. Tells me we're going to need substantial overhaul of our logistics. Sure what this is. Okay. Go. Oop, a little too tall. Okay. This isn't bad, but yeah, we'll need a little bit more logistics. Yeah, he's doing a good job over here. We're getting quite a bit of copper. Let's come over here and check out our progress. I think skewers are going to be all the rage, 29%. Now the big ticket item, of course. Well, the cool thing is with skewers, I don't think I need to cook the fish anymore. So I can take the farmers out of that and put them into making mushrooms instead. So it's not going to really cost me any additional workers. Let me just check real quick. Owned. Yeah, it doesn't require smoked fish, just raw fish. So we can, well, we're going to need the workers to cook them. That doesn't work, does it? But it's gonna take a while till I get there. Let's take a peek. Alright, we're getting close. Right, so the choo-choo train, unfortunately, gonna run right into this ramp. So the ramp will have to be moved down. That's okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some weird stuff with the ramp. I might have to keep the ramp up and do a big slide. Then we can get the train to go through straight here. And have a little elevator over there. It is really cool though that you can go from one side to the other pretty quick. And we're getting good copper from up here. We made it to spring. It's still pretty cold, but things are going to go back to normal here pretty shortly. Still have one guy just building out to his heart's content. There's a lot to be built. We're getting really close to having this area down here done. I'm gonna high prioritize one of the farms. Start getting some mushrooms going. Ooh, look at that. Copper. Okay. We're gonna mine out another row. I'm not gonna go down, but there is 10 over here too, which makes me sad. We didn't come here for that. There's a good amount of 10 in this area though. Maybe I should go down one more tile, right? And I could go, I mean, technically speaking, I could go down one more tile in the mine shaft, or 2 tiles if I want to do it correctly, and then just mine underneath the farm. That's a solution. But yeah, the train is definitely more geared towards coming over here and getting all the surface materials and then going down deeper. Alright, the tax man is cometh, and I am not sure I can pay him. I do have 1,600 fish. Okay, we can pay him. Right. Okay, let's, maybe I don't like the tax man. Maybe I think he sucks. We're gonna pay him the bare minimum, and we're gonna pay him the maximum next time. That's actually impressive, because I took a lot of shipments in, and I was able to pay everything. That's pretty darn impressive. So for the supplier here, what I want to take is something that's going to help people get happy really quick. And that's this tea, so that's going to cost us $1,000. They'll give us tailored cloaks and tea. And they need this to get their approval up, and we need their approval up. Get the scrolls. Wow, 640. So that we can get some more whiskers in here. Maybe I should have paid my taxes to get 2 stowaways, but it is what it is. I really don't like taking the stowaways because you never know what you're gonna get. You can get some of the laziest mice ever. But to be honest, a job not being worked, or I should say, a job being worked by a lazy mouse is in some ways better. Now I do have 2 ore furnaces. I just don't have enough people to work on both. We're doing a good job regardless of that. And over in the research lab, we're at 51% towards fish skewers. That's really good. Now I took 2 of my educated people and I put them over here into the fire tender. So once, you know what? It's 0 degrees. We're almost there. We got 3 out of 6. I have another fire tender still going. Let's get him. I need 2 research labs going. These are some serious researches. Be here for the next 40 years if I don't. We got a good amount of stuff going on. Just taking a peek, right? Now I could use fertilizers. Definitely not a bad idea. Still waiting on the water pump. Need to set that to a higher priority. We're gonna get a bathhouse over here. That's also gonna give us, that's another thing that could actually really help us, is we do need to get a bathing area. Once we get this up, we're gonna be in business, right? Go to services. You got the showers. Now the showers are 2-star bathing quality. A little bit of copper, but not too much. You just need to connect them to a pipe top. And they're a little pricey, but I think it's worth it. So here, here, here. We're gonna have 3 of these for everybody. And let's just get it up. In the day, day 186. Okay, go from there to there. All the way over there. Get a 15 tower up too while we're at it. Just get it all going, right? That way we're ready for the revolution. And you can see that I don't know why some of these are like that. I guess they're anticipating you building up. But what you do in this situation is pretty much this. That's fine. That's just the way they're gonna enter the work site. That's cool. We'll do it like that. It's a little off the beaten path. There's gonna be some inefficiency there. Maybe I should have put it over. Maybe I should have put it. It's not a maybe question. That's a absolutely question right there. We're right there, right? So let's just put it right here. Look at that. Lines up almost perfectly. Yeah. So we'll put it just a little bit off, right? Yeah. So one more out. Let's actually just line up this part first. Then I can just put it right in. Okay. So it's gonna come out right here. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, so this is the way it's meant to be. And now we have access to all the storage in this area. Now the efficiency issue is gone. Okay, look at this. So the question becomes, crap. The question becomes, what have I done? All right, yeah. I should have put these guys a little bit more center, but to be honest, I don't think they're going to be able to. I made a huge mistake. Okay, first and foremost, we're going to do mushrooms in this whole darn place. Except for, yeah, you know, this is fine. This is fine. Yeah, we'll do mushrooms in the whole place. Won't be perfect. That's okay. Doesn't need to be. That one farm will do 75%. The other one will do all the rest. And I think what we're going to do now is still 0 degrees. And the seasons get a little cold. We're going to pull everybody out of the fire tender over here. Okay. I am going to do something very, very silly. I'm going to pull 2 workers out of the smoker. I want the best. I want the best farmers. I'm going to get them on mushrooms. And you can grow quite a bit of mushrooms with just one farm down there. The fertility is like 100% much forever. Unless they change it in a patch, which is possible because it is a little OP. And you can see that I am a crazy man with a lot of fish. Oof, we lost 15. Okay. Yeah, they have high... Like, what we really need to do is get tea cultivation. Being able to produce tea would be another good thing to do. or being able to produce a finer. We could go into fine tunics. Probably should have done that actually. I think that's all the way up here. Yeah, that's easy. You just need fabrics, and fabrics can be made from flax or cotton once you get the cotton gin. But yeah, making a lot of tailored cloaks. So basically, 3 fabrics makes 2 cloaks, right? And 2 flax makes 3. 2 makes 3 threads. So 2 flax. Wait, yeah. Wait, and then 3 threads make 3 fabrics. The weaver. Okay, so you get the flax to the weaver. So instead of making cloaks, you make the fabrics, and then you have another person making cloaks. So over here it's 1 to 2. Oof, yeah, that's a lot less. That is a lot less. Ooh, it's like half the output basically. But we are producing quite a bit. So much so that I'm just gonna straight up give them all that. We already have cloaks too, so that's not making that big of a dent. But that would be smart, because it wouldn't actually really add too much. So we're gonna go for cloaks next. The smugglers are here, and what's kind of cool is you can sell some of that stuff too. So let's go for it. We're producing enough fuel. We're producing more planks than I know what to do with, so we're gonna sell. And I should start using control. Ropes. Cut stone. Okay, 8. 8 is good. Oh, we got a lot of money. We're definitely gonna pay our taxes this time. Okay, Whisker ship is here, but I do not have any influence, and I have really no capacity to do crap. Okay. 73%. We're gonna take the one with the fine tea. Ooh, they have fine tea. Yeah, let's take this one. We have 3 people building, which is great, because we desperately need more of everything. I'm actually surprised at how quickly we're doing such a great job, and I think we are using, yeah, we spent 12, but every time I do that, I save 1 copper and 1 bronze bar. I mean, that adds up. Adds up. It also saves time. You see, there's the time savings and the resource savings. That's always good. We've only lost 5 whiskers, and a lot of it was from books. There we go. Fish is the fine tea, gave us 104. Oh man. Yeah. The cafe, 67. Smoked fish. Okay, now we can get some whiskers. Let's take a peek. We have a whisker ship coming today. Alright. We're gonna get our people. So I'm gonna come over here. I want to train a bunch of farmers. I'm gonna train all these gents to be farmers. And those miners down there, I can train them to be farmers. Just a little bit to go. And let's see. Where are these gents? Why? They're harvesting crops upstairs. Oof. I mean, oh no, this is bad. They're all gonna start working. So I did not have enough farmers for the top part up here and down here. So they're all gonna work together. So some of them are gonna come down here to work. So this is gonna be interesting. Maybe I should have built this in a different area. Actually, but to be fair, that's a really cool synergy at the same time. All right, tax collector's here. Let's give him the gold. Paid part of it. Now let's give him all the fish. Just eating. Oh, okay. 100 wood. Not a bad idea. A little bit of coal. Let's just, I mean, we can start shifting to coal. Here we go. Let's do the whole enchilada. Look at that. Okay. So oh no, the water spout comes out the other side. I'm a dork. Alright, Whisker ship is here. Strong shoulders for 74. Can't smell. These are all acceptable, but they'll eat majority of what I have. Diligent and healthy. I can't say no to that. Apprentice unsafe. Snores. Considerate. Swift. That's a good one. Yeah, Swift is great. Slow. Snores. Unsafe. We'll take the snore. And let's roll until we get something good. 2 stowaways right now. Copper and iron. Not a big fan of the signpost. I don't think it's going to get any better than this. Oh, that's... Okay. We're going to take the 2 stowaways, and we're going to take 45 iron bars. That's a good one. Alright. Rest can go. Now we have 7 whiskers. And all of them are going to be converted into farmers. Okay, well, 2 of these guys are already farmers. So I think what we're going to convert them into are craft masters, if I can. Nope. Apprentice? Okay, we'll do apprentice on those guys. All right, future farmers of America training. We're at 85. Yeah, oh, I could have done that and taken the approval and hired someone else. But I'm going to take the approval anyway so I can get some Eurekas. We always need a little bit of approval in our pocket. Oh boy, are we growing. When they're done with the trees, I want to see them coming down here. Do the other work. That's a good mining camp. I actually might not get rid of these guys. I might send them over here. Now, do we ever solve the backlog issue? No. So I think the smart alternative is to reject all, except for ores here. See? And also request they come out of here. So now everything's gonna go this way. Well, can I even do this? I'm wondering is if I can have my cake and eat it too. What I would like is for it to continuously go. I don't think it's gonna let me have. Yeah, there's no split. I'm a dork. I was thinking there was some kind of split logistics. There isn't. Wow. Day 189 plus 38. I'll take plus 38. Yeah, there's a lot of people over here. Yeah, it's pretty cool that they can just continuously grow underneath, so you can easily put things over top your farming areas, have mines going down into them, and still have them be very usable. Alright, there we go. We are planting some mushrooms, finally. And these mushrooms are going to be awesome. We have the fish skewer. We have to wait, however. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I still have to have the people in the smoker, but that's cool. It's cool. It's not going to cost us anything additional outside of the farmers down here. Oh, nice. We got some future farmers of America ready. Future mouse farmers of America, I should say. There we go. Bump it up. Got farms galore. I think we need more farm workers is the thing. Okay, yeah. No, they actually were able to get everything now. Yeah, cool. They're working down here now, too. That was the trick, just getting some more farmers. And I think that the farmers down there are actually going to do the trick. Training, we're training. Alright, let's get everybody to apprentice speed while we wait. Okay, so this is not going to resolve itself. It's just getting worse. We do have an absurd amount of stone that is being converted to cut stone. I am likely going to need to get another cut stone. But that does make it easy for me to expand. Oh, there goes some approval. Okay, over here, let's take the fine tea. Fine tea is helping us out quite a bit. That is another thing, it's like, I can just produce trees that are producing tea. Not a really good idea. We should definitely produce tea, it's probably cheaper. But you can get away with it, right? Right? Okay, we're building these. Do over here. Okay. Apprentice is good enough for me today. Mainly because these guys are getting really needy. So boom, boom. We're doing great. Got a little bit going on. We don't need to mine any more than this. So I'm just going to stop it. I'm going to stop the madness. I am going to take these miners, though. I'm going to put them over here. There we go. Boom, 141. And we need to take advantage of any and all whiskers we can get right now. Because we're going to be able to easily ramp it up. Okay, so the research that I want to do now, that we've stopped all the craziness, we can come down here. We got the fish skewers. Gold smelting is pretty good. But these are all costing us quite a bit. Fertilizer would be pretty smart. Be pretty darn smart. But for tea, we need not just one, but two. Dining hall is something I desperately want, but we're not ready for that. We probably need to get into fabric making and tailors. Wheat cultivation is also a pretty good one. Heating stove isn't bad. Eats a wider area, but for fuel. So these are not cheap, though. You know what I'm saying? They're not cheap. I'm gonna invest almost want to go into steam power. Steam boiler feeds steam into the specialized pipe network. Pressurized gas can provide heat and power heavy machinery. Interesting. Interesting. I know that there's a building that increases the productivity of all others. There's the steam radiator. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Yeah, I think you need it for these guys down here. You got soap, oil, and hot ash. Okay. And 230. We need 233 iron. They really make you work for some of this stuff. All right. I want the dining hall. It's. Think about it. It increases the dining quality from 2 stars to 4 stars, and all it is a building. It's it. Just a building. Like that's a good return. You don't have to have 40 people working it to get the benefit. It's good. Okay, so planks. Do 200 planks. 100 fuel. A few of those guys. A little bit of rope. Let's tie it in with a couple more planks. Okay, there's 10. We're rich. We rich. We do the tax collector coming today, and I did not get enough fish. Okay, so tax collector is here. I'm gonna give him all of this. Bunch of fish. A little bit of this. Oh, we're golden. Get the max shipment. Okay. So we got all the farmers down here. There's still a lot of work up top. What I would like to do is start getting fish skewers. We're going to change the recipe. We don't have enough mushrooms yet. We're just going to have 2 making fish skewers and 2 making smoked fish, since we just do have a lot of fish. It is the wise thing to do. So we're going to do both. Fuel industries have 20% chance to double output. I don't like a single thing I see here. Okay. Still don't like what I see. I'm actually rolling for more mice. I'm not getting it. Okay, so we need to stop. This is a good one. Iron bars, copper bar. Oh, here it is. There we go. So 29 machine, 11 iron. No. We're going for 46 iron. We want a lot of it. See, those technologies are fast. And we want fine tea, but that's such a low... I don't care. I'll do it. It's a low quantity, but you know what? We can afford it. Okay, let's get... Ooh. Okay, I don't want to put farmers in there. Let's put this guy. He's an apprentice. That's a sad place to put him. Okay, we have 159. Diligent and nosy. Like it. Healthy. Like that. You're expensive. Nosy, compassionate. I'll take it. My pace. No. Apprentice, patient. They're a little slow, but that's okay. They got the production. Okay. We're up to 90. We're up to 90 workers now. Let's come back over here. Let's get these gents in school. Nope, I want to train... Actually, I don't think we need to train farmers. I think we need to train craftsmen. Or apprentice? Okay, we'll go for apprentice. And then the rest of these gents, good for logistical. Nope. We got a bunch of farmers. Okay, the sifting tower. Oh, look at this. We're getting there. We're going to pause the game real quick because we're making good progress here. And we need to get the pipes over there. Okay, so I'm a dork. We're just going to go like this. Oh, no, I did it right. Cool. I thought I did it wrong for a second. There you go. Everybody's happy. Now, if I were smart, I would also add in water storage. So we're just going to add it in right on top. Do 2 of them. A bit of copper. That's okay. I need a runner mouse over here. Come in and bring in the water. Plus 202. Okay. We're cooking with gas. We just need to keep bringing in the whiskers. We can easily afford to feed them. Easily afford to pay the taxes. But this is going to allow up to 10 people to take a bath at a much higher quality. This is going to raise everybody's happiness. Now the sifter over here, it can turn coal into fuel. That is very good for us. But we need miners in here. And we have quite a bit. I don't think we're at a place where we need to use this. Now I can change it to do table salt, and that would help me increase my cook speeds. I mainly want this for the fertilizer when we get that far. Okay, so he's gonna run it. We're gonna store the water. The water will be available for baths. We're in good shape. Perfect. Oh, is it up here? Now he's still going strong. Where is his tent? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Okay. So they're still doing the Lord's work down here. Right, this guy has no work to do. Okay. Doing great. As we could see, they got some more stuff down here. A little bit more copper. Okay, we got copper at the wazoo. Copper's not an issue. Our wazoos are not an issue. Let's get one ore furnace doing copper, one doing bronze. I don't care if it's a farmer doing it, to be honest, right now. We have everything planted up here. And the main question is, do I have enough people down here? I don't think I do. So we're gonna tear this out here. I'm gonna get a third farmer, because the thing is, and what's cool is they're working above. You see that? They're working up top. Then we can do blank spaces. So yeah, let's get one more worker down here. That'd be great. And then they'll come up here and work when the mushrooms are growing. We're getting everything out of them. And look at that. We're 15% of the way to dining halls. But we'll make the bronze. We'll make the copper. We'll continuously mine copper. Good day. Ooh, small bump, but that's okay. I think the bats are going to come into play here pretty soon. Do we have enough water? Ooh, we do not have enough water. I might have to get another dude over here. Go. Yeah, he's getting a little bit, but they went through all the water here. So each bath costs 5, so you need 50. That's 150 water a day. This dude over here, he's trying his best. We need to get the right person in here. I mean, he's doing a good job, but we need to get the right person in here. So unfortunately, I'm going to take this dude out of the research lab. Swap him out. And we had... What the heck? I had another guy the whole time. Anyway, 170. That's good. That's good enough. There he is. He's coming. Let's see how much he... So he can get 5 every 8 seconds, but he's got 170. So it's going to be like... there we go. Yeah, 4 seconds. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Look at him go. He's beautiful. He's a beautiful man. Mouse man thing. But he's gonna... Yeah, look at that. Okay. 90, 100 pipe water. Okay, now we have enough water. Now the question is, do we have enough storage? Yeah. We're at 125 and this thing's barely green. Cool. Alright. Now we can come down here. Okay, it does look like there's a good amount of them. We're just gonna double up. We're gonna get more farmers. Now we're gonna have a ton of mushrooms, and that's gonna help us with the fish skewers. Oh yeah, look at that. Whisker ship is here. Let's pause. These guys suck. Let's re-roll. Educated perfection. We hate perfectionists, right? We're looking for the 110s. Ooh, I'm out of points. Okay. I don't like any monarchist. I'll take a monarchist. I'll take a snorer. I don't want this guy. Sickly. Sickly might be okay in this situation because we do... The worst case scenario is he just doesn't make it. And then I don't have to pay taxes on it. That's a bad way of looking at it, but it's the truth. The truth is sometimes unpleasant. So where shall I send the Mr. Mouse? I think over here would be a good spot for 3 more houses. And we got a road up now. Cool. Let's get 3 more houses up over here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look. It's a Christmas miracle. What of them? He took it. So we do have people who are working all the way over here. Now here's the problem. It can only fit so many. These poor mice. Okay, that fit 3 in one of them. That's pretty good. Yeah, you don't want to have too many stops, it looks like, either. Oh, nice. Look at that. Too slow. Too slow. That's cool, though. They're using it. I don't think it's fast at all. I don't think it's much faster at all than them just walking it. But, you know, at least they're using it. Yeah, they're using the slides. Okay, so the bathhouse is very popular. The thing is it's 10 can be there at a time, but they're really fast. So we are potentially gonna need another water pipe. But that's really cool. That is really cool. Only -5, Let's see. How many? Yeah, clean and relaxed +2. Well, the main thing is not having people with dirty fur. Unsatisfactory bath? How dare you? How dare you? Okay, we're getting rid of this one. So they will only accept this as the bathing solution. Okay. So what that tells me is these mice are mean, but we gotta take care of them. We have to take care of the mice. Okay, we got a trade ship. Okay, let's get 5. Ooh, this tax time is actually gonna hurt us a bit. But there we go. We got mushrooms. We got viewers coming, I think. Tax collectors here. We're gonna pay probably a little bit less than I'm used to paying. Let's just pay the basic. The pro to paying all your taxes, though, is you do get much better stuff. Okay. Alright. The logistic hub is now... I just put 2 more in there. We need to empty this. Okay, they're actually... I know we need to empty this. No, they're not doing a good job of emptying that. You're never going to get anything really good out of this. We'll just take the planks and wood. I guess I shouldn't have even done that, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, we have enough people now, to be quite honest. We need to train them up. Yeah, let's train all of them up. Whisker ship is here. We don't have enough. Set a high priority on all of these. Look at him go. Why is he carrying the logs? Okay, good. He's going to the hopper. Alright, yeah, they're all going to the hopper. That's great. Okay. This is what I want to see. Mushrooms. Lots of mushrooms. It's kind of crazy how much... It's actually really, really, really crazy how many mushrooms you can grow in an area. We're going to be bringing in a lot. Okay, yeah, they're still all going to the bathhouses. But these bathhouses are pretty darn important. It's going to really help us get some more approval points. But we have copper. We have so much stuff backtracked. And they're not doing a good job over here. There's definitely areas to receive the goods. So I'm hoping with the addition of some new logistical workers, we can do this. I think I can actually... I don't know, but maybe it's possible to assign like a guaranteed worker. That would be cool. I prefer to be able to set just a dedicated building to this, to be honest, with like 1 or 2 workers. We're kind of going through the food pretty quick now. Nice, we have some skewers. Yeah, we're going through it. I think we need another fishing dock. Get that fishing dock up. Get that storage up. Alright, yeah, our logistical workers, they're just all pending logistical requests. Okay, so for some reason, like over here, they're moving the wood out. My question is, did I do something stupid now? Like, is this blocked? I couldn't even tell if it was. It looks like they're walking through here. So, why aren't they emptying it? Well, I could put I could do this. Start turning that coal to fuel. Yeah, let's just start turning coal to fuel. Look at them go, though. We got more trees than ever. A lot. Wow, 33 mushrooms over there. Okay. Got housing up. Dining hall at 40%. They are going to start going through a lot more food. Fish skewers might actually even be a better trade item than anything. But if we can make them happy with just basic amenities, that's the way to go. We'll need definitely another runner. Alright, barely any influence on day 197. Alright, camp is idle. Don't be idle, camp. Oh, pirates. Nobody likes pirates. I mean, some people do, and they're weird. You should avoid them. Okay. Mining tool. Oh, might as well just get all the coal. No reason not to. Coal. Coal. 10. I personally want like all this stuff. I think we're just gonna mine out the whole freaking area now. Okay. Pirate blockade. Oh, they actually want quite a bit. We're gonna give them exactly what they want. Okay, cool. We got the houses up. Come down here. Mushrooms going. Got a lot of good farmers. A freak load of mushrooms though. Oh, supply ship. Let's take the cheap one. The taxes are starting to kind of hurt my soul. Dining hall is in motion. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. Pipe water 411. Whoa, dude, how did we get that high? Maybe I don't need another runner. I'm gonna have the other runner just in case, but yeah, we're piping. So my question is how the heck do I get them to? Does inbound? Something seems like really wrong. I think what we're gonna do, reject all and allow ore on you and empty. And this guy, he's no longer, he's just, I'm gonna keep it that he can only accept ore. I think it's good for him. Building character. I don't know. But we're gonna reroute this because this is lame. Not cool. There we go. Yeah, something weird's going on there. So I'm gonna have them empty this and just put in the rest of the stuff. That's actually another thing that's kind of cool about the design is you could just alter it that way too if you need to. But we got all this good material here, and it's just backlogged. Yeah, see, this one's getting emptied, and I don't know if it's that time of the year or something where they just don't want to work, but we're gonna watch. All right, day 197 ended, plus 34. All right, yeah, you can see it moving now. Okay, we're in good shape. Taxman has cometh. All the fish, 100 logs, a little bit of coal. That's all she wrote for us today. None of the whiskers. Yeah, we're kind of full up. I got 2 whiskers that are free, but most likely need to send them somewhere. So this food is pretty good. Take the food. Take the cheap supplier. All right, we're on fishing nets. I'm gonna hold off. We don't need buildings. We just need more fish. That's what we need. Okay, they were able to empty the whole dang thing out. Okay, and they're moving this. Something is wrong with this guy. He is like blocked. This is the flax area. I don't know what's going on with this gent here. That's okay. As long as they can get in there, that's fine. I think the sifting tower is doing a great job of producing fuel. Gonna let it do its thing. Ooh, we did get another guy up. Perfect. No, we're good. We're almost at, yeah. That's enough for the bathhouse. That's enough for everybody. We definitely have a surplus because it's getting bigger and bigger. Okay, things are looking our way now. And it looks like we're out of planks over here and bronze bars. We have all those in heavy supply, so they're going over there to get it. It does seem like logistical workers are definitely needed. But as we saw here, wow, that filled up fast. Boards. Why are they putting boards in here? Planks. Oh, they still have the old ones. Okay. They are moving things. We got a mighty forest. We got lots of wood. Down here, planting a lot more mushrooms. It's gonna kind of ebb and flow. And I should probably tell them not to eat mushrooms, but it would probably be smart. I'd have to disable it individually. I'm not going to disable fish individually because I think that's going to lead to mass starvation. And it's okay if they eat a little bit. I just don't want like them eating all of it. All right, plus 52. Day 199. Oh, nice. Yeah, they are actually using the railroad to get to work. That's great. And then they're taking the elevator. Where's he going? Where's this mouse going? And then he's going down in here, isn't he? Yes. Okay, cool. That's exactly what I wanted. What are you... Is that berries? Oh, he's carrying mushrooms. Okay, the mushrooms look like berries. This is where they're storing the mushrooms. And then the mushrooms come... And then they come and they get it. Okay, yeah, so there's a bit of inefficiency there. You know what, though? You can't win them all. We're doing okay. Yeah, the fish skewers are definitely going to be a moneymaker. So, like, they'll pay 21. That's like a... That's a lot. Cut stone, though, just, I think, makes more sense. Right? It's so easy to get. And then you get to a point where you don't need as much as you don't. Okay. Okay, we're in good shape. Okay. 6. Alright, we got Whisker ship. I don't want any of them. But this is likely going to be the end of this chapter. We made it to 200 days. But, there's always a but. I'm going to go at least another 50 to 100 days. It depends on how much material is covered. I feel like more and more material is covered in shorter period of days, but there will be another massive gameplay. My goal is to at least get through some of the higher tier stuff in tier 2. There's still a lot. Tier 3, I don't know if I'll ever get to it, simply because the grind to get there is... Look at that. You need 45 gold bars to unlock these guys. I don't know if I'll ever touch tier 3. That's like gonna take months, right? But tier 2, I would like to at least get like tea cultivation or at least a couple more things. So I'm gonna definitely showcase that. Expand out. We'll probably come over here, get a little bit more. But holy cow. So much done. Okay. End of day 199. Got a little bit of approval. We're back in business. We're making a little bit more high class goods. And here we are, day 200. So thank you guys so much for watching. Special shout out to my patrons and members. Thank you guys for supporting. And if you like long form movies like this, do think about subscribing, because that's all I do on this channel. Have a good rest of your night or day or wherever you are.